This content may include adult language, so fair warning. Don't play this around anyone with virgin ears. In our last episode of The Curse of Strahd.
Arnold, were you speaking up? I couldn't hear. What was that?
I'm just worried. I'm worried about all of you. I need you to promise me that you'll be back. And now we join our victims. As you're making your way through the woods, you can get a grasp of everything surrounding you to an extent, to a certain degree as to how far away things are. But even something strange sort of not ails you, but causes you for concern. Normally, when you can see in the dark, you have a much further field of depth and vision, whereas right now you can see maybe 30 feet ahead, but any further beyond that into the woods gets much darker, gets much more blurred out. But you're thoroughly maintaining this path and easily following it. Can you make a stealth check, which is on your skill check there, skills on your side?
Nice.
17, rolling high, buddy.
17, not bad at all. Your steps and your movement is silent and quiet, and you begin to notice that the tracks, the path that you had been following, begins to multiply. But not by the same paw prints. These seem to be more smaller sized, four-footed prints. And further off into the distance, only by the shape of silhouettes in the moonlight, you can see that there is a large stone formation. And just off into the distance, right at that 30-foot mark, you see a glowing set of yellow eyes, small and low to the ground and directly in front of you. What do you do?
Hide behind a tree.
All right, you as soon as you see that, you take a minute to duck behind this tree, and you take a second to calm your breathing, to slow your heartbeat, and to just sort of blend in with the surroundings there around you. And you try to hear out for the breathing of this canine that you assume is an actual wolf. But you hear steps and the rustle of leaves that seem to lead further away, and the breathing of this creature seems to dissipate. You peer around this tree and you notice that the eyes are now gone, and whatever creature was there has seemed to move further on towards that rock formation.
Ah, damn.
It seems to be maybe, from what you've done, a 30-minute jaunt away from your campsite.
30.
And again, that's at a slow pace, so because you're, keeping stealthily. Mostly slow because of the terrain, really.
I think I'll turn around and go back to the camp to tell them what I found.
All right. You head your way back, and you can relay that to your party.
Hey guys, just so you know, I was following those tracks, and it seemed like they started to multiply. Well, they shrunk in size, but it seemed like there was a lot more of them going toward this weird rock formation.
Well, that could certainly prove to be a problem, but we do have a duty of obligation. At least, I know I do, and I think we should continue once there's more light in the sky.
But what if that has something to do with it?
Oh, that's true. I'm not really sleeper right now. Anyways, we could at least go check it out.
Well, you will have to be my my eyes, dear elf. But sure. I think we're ready for anything. Hopefully.
Go fight some crime.
All right, it was this way.
All right, and the four of you begin your slow trudge through the forest. I think that's fine. Hold up, I gotta sneeze. No, I don't. I'm lying. All right, let me turn that down in my own headset, and y'all can turn that down of your own volition, should you want to.
Do we have any do I have any candles on me or any kind of
That's
like?
right, you do.
Kind
Sure, you have a torch if you want
So
it.
yeah, so I will use Druid Craft to light said torch. So yeah.
You could wait a little bit for that.
Oh, I just want to make sure while we're walking we have a.
Oh, gotcha.
Because we can't see, you can.
Okay. Harry, you begin to lead your party towards that same direction. They follow closely behind you, and you get to about that same mark that you remember, right that same distance, about a football field's length away, 100 meters away from this large rock formation. Now, should any of you care to light your torches, feel free, or don't.
Yes,
Yeah,
I will light a torch.
All right. You all begin to light your torches. They with a crackle of a flame that engulf the ends of your torches. As you're doing so, I'd like everyone to make a perception check.
Righto. Perception.
Yeah.
Wow. I suck.
Chris,
I see the world and everything in it.
I
Jeez.
see
see that
time and
everything.
space. All right.
I can kind of see 30 meters. Or
Well,
30
I don't have dark vision.
So let's start with Harry, and if you could, because we now know who everyone is, could y'all change your names at the bottom screen so I know them? Harrison, if you go to settings and then go to display name, that can change your display name.
Change it to our character name?
Yeah, because that's easier for me to sort of reference who everyone is. Now everyone knows who's your voices and blah, 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 blah. Perfect.
Pretty sure I did it.
Mehen Nadar. The first thing you notice as you light your torch is
Nothing.
nothing. You go blind and you fall to the ground.
The god in the sky rolled a 3. I don't know what that means, but
He can't even see his torch.
You can't even see your own torch.
You can't perceive it.
You notice that there is a chill that's further growing in the air as the sun is completely set and the moon hangs high in the sky. This gust of wind begins to flicker your own torch, and the air begins to get moist and wet.
That's a rough word for me.
Moist as F. And you all
God, I'm not a huge fan of that word.
God.
on top of that, both you and Harry Silvari begin to notice that there are clouds low to the ground that are rolling in towards you. One would even call them clouds of fog in every direction that seem to, in but an instant, surround your feet and then rise up to meet your heads, and above that you can see all around. You can see within 10 feet of you your party and their torches, but beyond 15 feet is just pure fog and pure blind, just wet moist clouds close to the ground. The small silhouette of trees sort of breaking the gas around you. But it is our Furbolg, Mr. Gill, and our Dragonborn Borg Stoneclaw, who begin to notice these small lights very low to the ground, no higher than your knee, and they are what you believe to be glowing irises, yellow piercing eyes that stare at you from one corner and then from another, and very quickly surrounding you are several sets of eyes, at least a dozen or so, in every direction.
Well, looks like we're in it, boys.
Actually, can I use nature speak to say something real quick to the wolves?
Yeah, go ahead. You use that as your Furbolg ability.
Hey, wolves. Could you not?
What?
Could you don't?
Why do you trespass? And you notice it doesn't seem to come from one direction, but almost as if they are all speaking in unison.
Oh, they talk.
We had heard that some kids and other things have gone missing from the main town. We were just wondering, if that was y'all. And hive mind going on here. I'm not a huge fan. Could you not do that anymore? We could just resolve this without fighting. I'm a huge fan of that too.
You four have trespassed into our gifted domain. The weak are useless here. Meat is but meat. If they die, they die.
I like it.
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to kill you then. Sorry.
You will try.
All right. I'll end my conversation with them.
Okay.
I would like to charge at the eyes.
Bro.
Okay. You
Oh my
sprint
God.
forward towards the closest set of eyes. Roll a punch or a kick, or however your unarmed attack works.
I'm a little inebriated. You gotta remember, I'm a drunken.
That's good. That's fine.
Let's see how this goes. Oh, that's rough.
When you roll a nat one.
I can tell you're drunk. You
So
tripped.
that red around that number means he rolled a natural 1.
Which is the lowest number you can roll.
Yeah. I
And an
rolled that
automatic
earlier.
failure. So you see behind your party your Dragonborn monk begin to dart forward away from his current position, but it takes nearly a second before he drops flat on his face and on the ground. And surrounding all of you, you can all clearly hear howls that grow louder and louder into a chorus. But you see him on your face. The lights in the surrounding fog hover.
Someone help me up.
I'll run over to him.
I'm a little inebriated.
I'll try to pick him
A
up, and
lot
I'll
of
use I'll use my powerful build and try to pick him up because he's
Easily.
a large man.
Easily enough, you grab underneath his arm and pull him up to his feet, and he stands. Still though, you all see nothing but the fog surrounding you, the few trees in your vicinity, and dozens, if not more, if not baker's dozens of eyes that float and wisp.
Well, we're in it, boys. I can't even land a punch.
We didn't even make it to the to see that stone structure, correct?
No.
No.
Okay, yeah. Well, Furbolg, what did
Yeah.
what did you say? What did they say to you? We saw you can sort of deep in thought a minute ago before our friend decided to punch the ground.
Uh,
What exactly did you hear or do?
Yeah, I kind of asked them if they could not take the kids from the town. They basically said that meat is meat, and if they die, they kind of just die. So I kind of told them we're gonna have to kill them, which is kind of unlucky. Wasn't my plan, but
That's rough.
you know.
Well, they seem to be all around us. I feel like we should tighten up. Uh, get get Borg back here. We need to group up.
Yeah, I'll then drag his idiot ass back to the group.
Lay down another
and-
casket.
Yeah, and we'll what's it called? We will get into a kind of like a surrounding formation of 4 people.
Back-to-back.
Four back-to-back army
Left
of
for Dead.
4.
Army of 4.
All right. All of your flanks covered, if only by 10 feet in front of you, as you can only see that far. You all cover each other's flanks and do your best to evade any incoming attacks.
I draw my great sword.
I pull out my longbow.
I'll ready my magic.
Take a
You
swing.
you all ready your weapons and you prepare for an incoming attack. But you notice as the seconds pass into almost minutes, there is no incoming attack, no movement towards you. Any of you.
Hmm.
We're surrounded, right?
Hey guys,
These orbs float surrounding all of you.
hey, I'm not too brave. Hey, drunk guy, you want to do me a favor and walk into the fog? Just walk, don't run, please.
I will. Yeah, whatever you say, buddy.
And we
And
follow.
Yeah, we'll follow him as he walks.
I will lead the charge by walking.
All right, so you all group together as you turn towards the direction, or at least you realize the direction of Stoneclaw as he begins to slowly make his way towards one direction of this encompassing circle. Oh, the wolf monster is in my throat. And you each slowly take a step by step, minute by minute approach in that direction, and you make your way up towards these orbs, and as they stay within maybe about 7 or 8 feet ahead of you, you get closer and they start to move and dissipate further within into the fog ahead of you. And then you realize that surrounding you, now the other eyes begin to dissipate and leave.
Interesting. Can I cast detect magic while we're walking?
Yes, definitely so.
So I'll launch it as what's it called, with Furbolg magic.
All right. You get the sense of some sort of, because I think you discern it's definitely magical, almost surrounding and permeating the entirety of the air around you, and you can feel that coming from not only in front of you where those eyes seem to float. Actually, the eyes do seem to carry a different sort of magic within them as opposed to the air surrounding you. You get the sense and feel of sort of illusion and abjuration, which is the school to allow for a trick of the eye and for warding in a sense, and protecting and shielding. But the eyes that are there in front of you, as you sort of focus on them in front of Stoneclaw, seem to carry the aura of divination, one that would allow foresight into the past, the present, the future, distances, communication, etc.
Yeah. I'll definitely communicate that with my team. Yeah, guys, there's a lot of magic around us. Not just that, but I'm pretty sure this is all just an illusion. I think we need to be pretty wary. Anybody who can make this much magical illusion is probably pretty strong.
Well, that at least takes care of all of the eyes surrounding us. So I think as long as we're careful in dealing with this magic user, I think we should be fine. You say they appear to be illusions.
Yeah, completely. Actually, just throw your hand at it. It's not real. And it'll probably dissipate in front of me, I'm assuming.
Wide hack.
Which, so the eyes behind you have dissipated entirely. The eyes in front of Stoneclaw that are 8 or so feet.
Okay.
The eyes. So what do you do? Sorry.
We can't get hurt, so why don't we just pop a squat?
I say we continue forward. We still have yet to reach this stone structure that Silvari has had detailed to us. I think we'll find our answers there.
It shouldn't be much further, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
Please don't die.
Mr. Harry Silvari. At this point, all of you realize that the eyes that were in front of Stoneclaw seem to, the orbs at least, the glowing orbs in front of Stoneclaw seem to further remove themselves from your group and float off into the distance. But in this fog, and as you have changed your position slightly, it's almost entirely disorienting. There is hardly any visible light as the sun, other than your torches, as the sun is entirely gone, and even the moon seems to be blotted out in a bit of sense. It just kind of, there's just a faint glow above the skyline entirely. If Harry Silvari could make a survival check, though, this may alleviate some of the issue. However, in this fog, in this surrounding zone, I will say this check is at a disadvantage, so we'll take the lower number that rolls.
Uh-oh.
See how this goes.
Double 20's looking good.
Yeah, you can do it. I believe in you. Natural 20s.
Oh, feels
Aw, damn.
You attempt to make your way back the way you came, back away from the first set of orbs that you followed and towards the first encounter with this fog. And in every direction, in every step that all of you make, you're still afflicted and chased and followed by this unending cloud that hovers around all of you. And for several minutes, in fact, you march and try to head towards this formation, but the trees in front of you and surrounding you seem to not unveil any sort of rock formation, any sort of break, any sort of relief. The trees just are just continuous, as is the fog surrounding you. You change direction and you try to recompensate for your movement where you think the rock definitely should have been. As you know, orienteering is not a difficult task for you at all. Just a visual of a mark off in your distance, you can probably get there with your eyes closed. But you move in that way, trusting your instincts, and surrounding you there is nothing but fog and trees.
Hey guys, are we sure we're going the right way?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I thought we could just go the opposite way from the eyes.
I'm pissed drunk, so don't look at me.
Well, it seems fog doesn't seem to be able to be helping much.
Quick question: can I speak to plants, like in a way in which they can tell me where to go?
You could try.
Yeah, I'll definitely try that.
You hear screaming unending, painful, pained, horrid screaming. As soon as you enter the tree next to you, you touch it and try to grasp any scent or thought of it, and it just screams right into your mind of unending and painful horror.
I will run to that tree and hug it and tell it everything's gonna be okay as much as possible. I'm gonna assume it's not gonna work, but I will at least try to calm the tree. I'm sure my party members will probably make fun of me, but that's okay.
You hug the tree. Roll an insight check.
Insight.
You're screaming. Ooh.
Very good.
Shit.
So you learn the inside of this tree as you do your first step in severing the mental connection with this plant life, as it is nothing but horrid screaming in your mind, and you do your best to comfort it and try to soothe it. And there's no actual foliage. Oh, well, there is a bit of foliage surrounding it, but it seems that much of it has fallen off and has withered. This tree is very thin and it grows high into the sky, and you attempt to comfort it, and just reaching out with it with your emotions, you sense almost an absolute void from the tree itself, as if whatever scent of nature and goodness that permeates all life is almost entirely, if not entirely, gone from it.
Interesting. Okay, I will fully sever the speech with the plants, but I will turn back at my crew very angry and very upset. So yeah, there's that.
The cutie turns to all of you and humps.
What's wrong, boy?
Those trees. They're screaming, yelling. I will find whoever did this, and I will kill them. That's how the shy guy happens when he's pissed.
Well,
I'm the Lorax. I speak for the trees, okay?
We'll get right on that, boy. We can't find our way out of this damned fog. I cast Divine Smite on the fog.
Oh my
Oh.
You bring your sword down into the ground, expelling a slot of energy from your reserves and casting radiant energy in every direction from your point of contact into the earth. And for a minute, the entire fog dissipates at least 20 foot around all of you. But the fog, in almost a bubble, seems to continue to waft and encircle this holy bubble for just a moment. As the radiant energy disperses, the fog is lifted, but only for a moment, as it begins to encroach and encircle amongst all of you once again.
Damn.
Is there a chance that I saw the way we came? Or a marking from it?
So as I had said, it was almost like Destiny's fucking sphere or whatever.
Yeah.
Anything beyond that sphere of like 30 foot just was more fog and more tree line. You did not see, unfortunately, any discerning features or any rock formations that you had previously seen.
I meant to get back to the camp.
Even in that sense, it's almost as if like your position has changed.
Has been so drastic, yeah.
Is there any way?
And this is where we'll end our session. No, I'm kidding.
No. Is there any way I can give Harrison a like wisdom advantage so he can somehow see through this bullshit? In any way, I don't actually know how we're gonna get out of this fog.
Because I'm assuming that my dark vision doesn't matter with fog, with him, like with other impairments.
Christian, why don't you use your breath? You feel fire, right? Fire makes light.
Silver dragons have a cold breath. As a white dragon, you should know that. But what would my divine sense do if I cast it?
I mean,
I believe that
maybe
only allows me to sense
within 60 feet certain features, but I say if you give it a try, it may alleviate some direction.
Okay, I'll use divine sense. Do I have to
No.
click on the magic screen, God?
No, you don't. You just focus. You close your
Okay.
eyes and focus for any scent or mote of energy surrounding you. And you close your eyes, try to center yourself and remove yourself from this position and just reach out for energy, but you notice surrounding you in almost every direction there is it's like a cover, like a blanket, like it's almost deafening you, but far off at the very edge of your celestial vision there is some mote of dancing or flickering energy, and it seems to be, that's the opposite of benign, malign. It seems to be
Malignant?
almost malignant. It seems to be almost watching you, and it seems to peer back at you as you recognize it, and it just floats there and hovers there, this almost blue-purple feeling. It's as if color had a feeling itself.
Do I get a sense of direction in which that is, or
Left.
no? Left. Right.
Left.
I open my eyes and, gentlemen, I don't know what I just felt, but there is something. I believe it is to our west. If you'd be so kind as to follow me.
You begin to follow?
Yes.
Yes.
And you march and you walk on, and after a few moments you again see these two glowing yellow orbs. And as you step towards them about 30 feet away, they are very faint, but as your divine sense, you're almost in tuned with them. And as you get any step closer, they move further away. But as you step back away from them, they seem to encroach on you. As if this is the source of whatever you were sensing with your divine sense.
Well, boys, I think we found it. You lot see the eyes right there?
I'll say only like Harry can.
Yes,
Elf.
I do.
Alright, well. Gentlemen, believe this is it. Ready your weapons once more. We should nip this in the bud.
As you move closer and closer towards it, it again moves further and further away from you, and in an awkward, almost weapons ready, slow, step-by-step march in formation towards it, it just continues to float away from all of you.
Piss.
Michael, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm a little bit stonewalled. I have no fucking idea what we're doing.
There's trees, right?
What do you want from me? There are trees in every direction, yeah.
How high are the trees?
Cresting high into the sky, almost.
Can I give you an athletics check to climb one?
Yeah.
Here, oh, I was just
I
saying.
was like, you might want me also, because I lived in the trees. But yeah,
You both can do it if you want.
Sam-
Can I test acrobatics?
I'm kind
No,
of a
you cannot.
ranger.
Bang.
it's athletics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that for sure.
Okay. Hold on. I just need to know, are you guys doing this all in the same tree, different trees? What's going on?
Different tree. The highest tree I can.
Yeah, highest tree I can make.
Second highest tree.
I will
Okay.
follow.
Okay. Wait, so okay, so let's start over. Gil, you're going on one tree. Borg, you're going on another tree.
Mhm.
Are you going on the same tree as someone else, or all three of you are going on different trees?
3 different trees, actually.
3 different trees.
Okay. So we have a 21, a 22, and a 5. Oh, sorry. 21, 5, and 9. Even better. So, let's start with Gil Founder, as he's the only one who's actually successful at climbing the tree.
Jesus, guys, come on. You guys wait down there. I'll look ahead.
As you take to one tree, the rest of you all approach different trees and begin to make your way up them at your own intervals.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're making your way up, Gil Founder, you move about 10 feet up this tree with ease, and then another 15 feet now, and then 20, but surrounding you in every direction, there's just fog. There's almost no perceivable single point of light. And below you, you hear 2 thuds. Just doof, doof.
Hey, you guys okay down there?
I fail.
You
I think Borg got
hear
me drunk.
nothing.
I hear nothing. Interesting.
I plugged in like
I can literally think of nothing else. So I would like to throw a javelin at the eyes.
to start a forest fire.
Wait, let me.
Okay, hold on.
Wait,
Let's take this
Let
one at a
me get the tree, let
time.
me get the
Let's
tree.
take this one at a time because we'll get to all of this.
Okay.
But Gil Founder, you call out to your buddies and you hear nothing.
Can I continue to climb the tree?
Mhm.
Okay, so I'll continue to climb the tree higher then.
And easily enough with your strength and with your innate ability to know trees and their best climbing spots, you get a good 30 or even 40 feet up. And this tree is high, and now you're at almost the peak of it. And you see only the tops of trees now in every direction. But there are no mountains, there are no breaks in any visual aspect. It's almost as if in every direction, just the tops of all of these trees up to about 50 or so feet is like the max you can see in every direction.
It's not Blair Witch bullshit, dude. I'm scared.
Okay. So there is nothingness. I can't see any direction of where we came
You see
from,
a
where
gap
we're
in the
going.
trees?
No
That
gap in
is
the trees.
correct. There is no gap in any of the trees.
An infinite amount of trees. Okay, I'll climb back down.
You arrive down to the ground and there is no one. Borg, let's say Harry. Harry, you also begin. Actually, no, Borg. Borg is the first one to fall. So you get your way up, and you get about 10 feet up, and you have to, kind of stow your torch at this moment as you have to climb your way up, and your hand just cracks and slips on a tree, and you immediately fall on the ground, maybe about 8 or so feet. As you look around surrounding you, the torch is now snuffed, and there's no light in this area as you too find yourself alone.
Piss.
No one there about you.
Friend.
Harry,
Spooky.
you climb your way up and your hand slips and gives, and you are now hanging on a branch with one hand about 15 or so feet up from the tree.
Well, I don't know what the best thing to do here would be. Can I try to jump down to the last branch I was on?
Yeah, give me an acrobatics
Alright.
as you drop downwards. Oh, tell me that's the first one. Hell yes. You you release your hand and crack onto this branch below you, but you hear an immediate snap and a crack underneath you. The tree branch cannot handle your weight and it snaps below you, crashing you down to the ground, and you land on your ass and on your back, and you two find yourself
Paralyzed.
almost paralyzed.
Entirely paralyzed. That's what I heard.
I can't move.
He's the ranger in the wheelchair, dude. It's a
The ranger.
Oh my god. But our paladin, roll your attack roll, Mr. Nadar.
Kill it.
Oh no, I just kidding. Never mind. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Let's see how this goes. Let's see.
Put him in the kitchen.
Sling some dice, dude. Kill him.
Oh.
That's the shit I do.
Oh god.
You throw this javelin straight and true, and it pierces in the center of both of these glowing orbs that float before you. And as they do, the energy surrounding them almost dissipate and disperse. And you hear this slow, repetitive chuckle that hovers in your mind. That is a good try, but you will have to do better.
All right, we're starting a forest fire.
But
I
now
will.
at this
Can I hear
moment,
that? Because I'll burn down. I'll kill all you guys trying to kill the forest.
here's what I'm gonna say. At this moment, you are all now alone in the forest. You cannot see anyone, feel anyone, hear anyone. Nadar, what do you do? We're gonna go left to right. Nadar, Founder, Stoneclaw, and Sylvari.
So, I pierced the eyes and the energy dissipated, but there's still fog and I see no one.
Mm-hmm. This is true. This is the most tantalizing and entertaining form of entertainment for anyone ever. So I'm glad we're here.
For what?
I'm just glad that people can listen to this.
Oh. Well, seeing as I can't see my my mates, what to do? The eyes are now gone, correct? God?
Yeah,
In the
there is
sky?
no eyes.
Okay.
Are you there, God? Are you there, Pelor? It's me, Nadar, Mehen.
It's Lathander.
Are you there,
Lathander,
Lathander?
Lathander.
It's me, Mehen.
Me, man. I have literally run out of ideas. I am going to draw my greatsword, kind of put it in a dragging position behind me, and I'm just going to start running towards where the eyes used to be.
All right. You run and you sprint and you dash forward and you charge towards this vile scent of evil energy. And you sprint and you sprint and you sprint and you keep going forward.
I'd like to really super book it. Can I just make it? Can I make an athletics check out of it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
We're talking. He's running, dude. He is
Gone.
running.
I am sprinting with that great sword.
400-yard dash.
Hell yeah!
Oh shit!
Oh,
Feels
my
good.
God.
And the sweat begins to drip from your pores, and there is a huff to your breath as that cold breath leaves your mouth, and it just trails behind you. And suddenly you are stopped by an immense pain,
Oh,
Fantastic.
Shit. Just
and you look
realized-
down, and you see your blade inside of you,
what the heck?
and your eyes begin to shut and close, and your consciousness begins to fade, and you die.
Did the first one?
Founder.
Oh my god!
I die.
I'll call out to all my friends. That's I'm just gonna. Nadar, Stoneclaw, Harry, hello, anyone?
Anyone there?
No one. I will then slip on the one true ring, and then I will use. I will use hidden step. In all actuality, I'll use hidden step to turn myself invisible. And I would like to try to listen for any discernible noises nearby. Anything like nearby? Is there anything at all?
You activate your Furbolg magic, the innate powers blessed upon you by the god of nature herself, given to her people, the Furbolg, and in an instant you begin to become fog and glass and unvisual yourself. I have no English, but you do become invisible. And you march forward and you do your best to listen out in every direction surrounding you. And you hear... Ah, yes. Impressive. But I can see you.
I'll just start firing magic in every direction out of fear.
You shoot bolts of benign electrical energy in every direction, trying to stave off whatever creature this is. And you turn directly behind you, trying to stave off this energy. And right in front of your vision, in front of your face, there's just a jet white apparition of fog, smoke, and darkness of some sort of rotted or entirely dead face that opens its jaw, and you almost feel your own energy sucked within and through it, and your vision fades, and you die. Stoneclaw.
I'm gonna go ahead and finish my flask and meditate.
Okay. You sit down. You cross your legs there between you, and you begin to drink and drink and drink. And you're beginning to feel that good warm buzz deep within your gut that usually centers your spirit and your soul, but everything surrounding your hearing and vision, as opposed to becoming heightened, just feels muddied.
I'll drink more.
And you do, and you drink more, and your vision fades and starts to leave, and you try to reach out with your senses as you normally would be able to, despite the inebriation, because that is the way of your teachings. And before, where there was a fog, now there's just a blur. There's just every instance and every surrounding area around you is just, it's almost as if your eyes cannot see anything at all. Just almost a gray filter. Anything else?
No, I'll take it. I'm not dead.
Pass out. And then you die.
Oh man.
Sylvari.
That was the best way to die.
Silently in the night.
So can I even move, or am I paralyzed?
You're not.
Just lay on your back.
I'm
And
glad
just
you
I was
asked.
gonna say, can I stab myself?
Roll a concentration. On your sheet there should be saves above skills. Roll a Constitution save, a CON save.
Saving throw.
There you go. That's the boy.
That's the voice.
You reach out.
Oh my god.
You reach out with both arms and try to bring yourself up, and the energy entirely is sapped from you. And you drag yourself and pull yourself, but you can't even feel your legs. You can't even feel below your waist.
Okay. I pull out my short sword.
Okay.
Ugh. Can I like cut my legs off since they're useless anyway?
Here's what I'm gonna say. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
around.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
All I gotta say is that's just more weight for me to drag around.
Do a wisdom save, yeah.
Oh, okay, so this works.
Okay, so you take your short sword and you start digging into your thigh and cutting below and deeper and deeper and deeper, and you can't stop, even though the pain is repetitive and blaring in your head. It's almost as if something else is controlling your hand and keeping you cutting into your leg. And as you stop and you reel from the pain and blood is gushing out of you entirely, you start to think this is a bad idea. And then you move on to the next leg and you start cutting and cutting and cutting and digging in further and further until you are red with pain and you see nothing but the blood surrounding your entire form, and you bleed out and you die. Howdy folks, Mike the DM here. If you enjoyed our video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and if you want to see more videos in the future, be sure to push notifications. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.